What is going on, YouTube? It's been so long since I've sat down and done a video, but I am back, and I'm back with the story time, which I know you all love. And today's story time is about how I lost my virginity. Now, I'm not even going to waste time, I'm just going to jump right into it. So, let me take you way back when I was 15, and it was my first year of high school. Now, I'm not even going to sit here and try to lie to you guys like I wasn't a thirsty little fuck. That's exactly what I was, and it's only gotten worse since then. Now let me give you guys a little bit of backstory. So, I was dating this girl, and the way her parents were, they were kind of very strict, and we didn't really get to hang out much, like, at each other's houses, per se, because I guess her dad was a little racist, or what she told me, and just, we didn't really get to see each other. So, we'd have to meet up at the mall to hang out, and we'd talk a lot over, like, video call, or, like, texting, whatever. But, I mean, we were dating. And so we decided to meet up at the mall. She said, alright, I'm going to bring my friend. You bring your friend as well to, you know, they have someone to hang out with. And I did. I brought my friend Ricky. So when we finally got to the mall, we decided to meet at the food court. You know, we met them at the food court. We went into a couple shops, you know. And my friend Ricky got to meet her friend. Now, while I wish I can say it was love at first sight, it really wasn't. And it was quite the opposite. They really didn't click as though it was like, you know, a double date type thing. They were really just two friends that got dragged along for this eventful day, which really wasn't that eventful for them at all, honestly. But, you know, we went to after we had got the food, we went and saw a couple shops, and eventually we wound up at the store, the Wet Seal. So, the two girls go inside. Me and Ricky are just chilling outside the store because we didn't really want to go in that girly goddamn store. So we're just sitting outside the store talking, you know, being guys. Then her friend comes out and says, hey, Alex, so-and-so wants you to come check out what she's, you know, trying on in the dressing room. So I'm like, word? Say less. I am on my way. So, you know, I'm like, later, Ricky. I got a date with Destiny right now. I walk my ass in that Wet Seal, and this store was packed, like to capacity. There's a ton of people. So I walked in the dressing room, and it was the very, very first dressing room in this Wet Seal. And you know, I just knock on the door. She opens up, and she lets me. And I want to say, like, a good 80% of all the dressing rooms were full. So we're both in there, and you know, she's showing me what she got, and you know, she's already trying stuff on. But I'm like, oh lord, half naked girl. Oh man, is this really gonna happen? And I really didn't expect to lose it that day, but shit went my way. Pretty much, we start making out, and you know, I'm like, alright. I throw my hand down her pants, you know, let my hands do what they do, and from there, you know, it was still like more making out, more this and that. And then eventually I was like, yo, come on, let's do this. And she's like, you know, I'm not sure. I was like, just a tip. If anything, just a tip. And she's like, you know what, I can agree to that, right? Basically, what she said is I can agree to that. So she lets me put the tip in. And from there, it was game over because I didn't just put the tip in. I kept going and going. I'm going to say we spent like 15 minutes in there. And then it was like, all right, we got people coming in and out. It just wasn't the best place to be trying to do this. So, you know, we stopped, and I pulled out, and she got dressed and I got dressed. But I mean, it was like a nice little introduction, and my first thought of what I could compare it to is like taking a dozen fucking cotton balls, dipping them in some hot ass water, and then making that shit like a billion times soft. And that's what my dick was feeling, and I was like, oh my lord, this is some fucking amazingness. Now, one thing I forgot to mention was I couldn't find the hole. I couldn't do it. And I mean, not really, I guess kind of embarrassing, but it was my first time. Cut me some slack for y'all keyboard warriors start flaming me in the comments section. I couldn't do it. Alright, since then, I have learned I know how to fucking do it now. But, like I said, we left the dressing room, and you know, we went to go see some more shops. So the whole time I'm in there with her, Ricky said, you know, fuck it, I'm leaving. Or not I'm leaving, but he went to the sports store, which was like right next door, because he's like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait while they're doing God knows what. And so he just spent his time there, and then finally we walked out, and he was like, alright, So what we're gonna do now, we went and visited like a little beanbag couch store, and then we went to the bookstore. She got some books, and then we went and found some couches to sit down on in the mall because they have places where you can rest. We just sat down there, you know. She was sitting on my lap. The other girl was sitting on the couch reading a book, and I think Ricky was on a different little like armchair or something. But I was still being a little nasty nigga as she was sitting on my lap. I was rubbing on her thighs, rubbing on her booty, rubbing on everything while she's sitting there because I was ready to finish what we started. I don't really remember what the fuck I said to her, but I finessed her and we went into another dressing room and we started going at it again. And we went to the Macy's men's dressing room, and men don't fucking try on clothes, so the dressing room was empty as a motherfucker. So we went to the farthest dressing room back there, let it all over the goddamn floor, and then she got a text from her family saying that they're about to come pick her up. So, you know, we came out finally, and Ricky was trying to get the girl like, hey, you know, let's go to some shops or whatever. The girl was not having it. She was like, nah, let me just sit here and wait. So Ricky was like, fuck it, I'm walking away again. Because this man just didn't have time for the dumb shit. He just kept it moving. But yeah, she left. I felt no different because it really isn't that big of a deal. I feel like people make losing their virginity a much bigger deal than it really is. But really, that's it for this story. And I want to talk about the gameplay quickly. This was my first Black Ops 3 Nuclear. It was on PS4, Man of War Varix 3. At this time, they had just fixed it so that no recoil, no whatever. Also, a lot of support from everybody. I love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking with me through this whole month of not posting. But I'm going to try to be back. I'm going to try to be more active. And shout out to Swap Boy, my nigga. Always in the comment section showing the support. Shout out to anyone that says anything in the comment section. Thank you. Love all the support. And thanks for the feedback on the 50 sub. But that's all we got for today. Stay posted for Summer 16 story times because they're going to be crazy. But peace out.